Spiritual lesson. That's also why we got that storminess. This is thing. They split it in two, y'all. They split it in two on me. But this is realizing that you are grateful for the spiritual lesson and that understanding and what's going on and why it's happening in the first place. But that makes sense why their videos are short. They probably recording on their phone and they don't got a lot of space. I can't do short readings. I'm sorry. I can't. I just can't. But be grateful for your spiritual lesson. That's also where gratitude comes in. Thank you for that message for all of us. Right? So being grateful for people that came into your life, being grateful for those short-term connections. Because with those short-term with those short-term connections, you realized what you do want, which is also why you want to write those love letters or again voice note it or even video it as well for 5 to 10 to 15 years in the future of what your love looks like, what your life looks like, experiencing love, enveloping in love, giving your love, because you want to be grateful for what is happening in all things. Okay, so whether it was self-sabotage, it's the realization, okay, I can't do that shit no more. Be grateful for that. Recognize where your growth. Okay, because some people self-sabotage and it's like, well, it was what it was. Baby, it was you. It was you. So recognize that you are becoming a better person because of that spiritual lesson, because of what happened within your life. You wish that you can share that news. You want to love this person unconditionally, but it's not going to happen. And I think that realization is going to come this weekend, if not next week. It's just a realization of this isn't going anywhere for either of us. And I'm okay with that because that means I get to choose me. And if I'm choosing me, that means we're going to be around me also choosing me as well, right? Spirit, I need clarification on that, please. There we go. Because at first we got, I will wait for a sign for you. And I was like, hold the fuck on. But it says, finding out the truth crushed me. So again, this is someone that you are waiting on some information for that you already know the answer to. So it is letting me know you already know who this person is. We already know what's going on. So finding out the truth will crush you. But it's going to crush you because you were trying to continue to push the truth back. Continue to push your projections, your perceptions of what you want it to be. You were trying to push your love so much because it's so unconditional. It's so powerful. It's so amazing. It's all of these things. That you're not realizing that you're becoming a better person. Meaning you're growing, you're evolving, you're doing all of these things. And they're not coming with you. Again, they don't have to necessarily be bad, but they can also necessarily be bad. Okay? We always say they don't have to be. Well, sometimes some motherfuckers are. Okay? So just realizing you want to do these things, but your body isn't feeling it anymore. Where you're going, your mind isn't there anymore. Your spirit isn't there anymore. And sometimes our body holds on to a lot of the memory and the situations a lot longer than we are. Where we notice that the triggering feeling hits our body first before it even hits our mind or our spirit, just is like shocks us because our body holds onto it a lot more. It takes a lot longer to heal in itself. So allow yourself, don't be waiting for signs. This is a sign. Don't wait for a sign from them for the truth to crush you. Recognize this person isn't for me. And they haven't been for a while. And I'm becoming a better person, meaning I'm thinking about myself more, I'm loving myself more, I'm setting goals, I'm planning on becoming more grounded. I am moving in a way that is beneficial for me in my life and where I'm going. Something about you not giving me that. So don't wait for the truth to find out. Don't wait for the truth to come out for it to crush you. Because the reason why, again, it's going to crush you is because you're denying it. And you're trying to move around it. You're trying to, this person is, and then no, that's what you want the person to be. But if you got to beg, if you got to plead for the person to be like that, it's because you're attracted. I'm so attracted to you. So attracted to you. And again, you don't want to be so into someone that you lose that sense of yourself, right? I don't react when people mention you. Because again, you don't want to admit bad things to yourself. You just want everything to be so unconditionally in love, so conditionally and things of that sort. It's just that realization of you are attracted to this person. But your love, the way that you want to be loved, the way that you want to feel, your life, your environment, where you're going, is fucking not. Okay? You don't want to react. I don't react when people mention you. You want to know why? Because you know the truth. And then once you find out the real truth, it's going to crush you because you didn't want to react. You didn't want to be triggered. You didn't want to be hindered because when people talk about them or mention them or say certain things, or you're realizing that what they do for other people, they don't do for you, or the way that they act around other people, they don't act around you, things of that sort. It's that realization of, be grateful for that spiritual lesson. Be grateful for that, okay? And recognizing that. Clarification, please. Clarification, spirit. That's what it is. Okay, first we got, I wish I had treated you better. But spirit cleared up with I left when I saw you with someone. And that is, again, you are trying to make your love so unconditional, so wide, so expansive. You want to tell this person all your good news. You want them to be in your life. When this is a short-term connection, you're getting false pillow talk. You want it to be safe to fall and trust in yourself, yet you keep questioning yourself every step of the way. This is why we need to be grounded. This is why we need to get back out into nature. This is why we need to be more centered and focused in the love. And I'm not saying that can replace friendships or family or lovers. But if you don't even know how to properly love yourself or what the love that you want to receive is, then why are you so focused on somebody else? You wish that you had treated them better because you see them with someone else. And you're not even realizing that, again, that person was better for them than you were. Which means that that person is not better for you either. If it's not working out, it just isn't working out in any sense, in any direction. Stop trying to make them be something that they are not. They are continually telling you. They are continually showing you. You are continually feeling it in your body language. Recognize, again, that you have options. You are blossoming. You have choices. You are becoming a better person. You're becoming grateful for the spiritual blessings. It's time for you to start acting and reacting like it. You wish that you had treated them better because there was somebody else. Not to hate to tell it to you, that was going to happen anyway. So don't wait for a sign, because finding out the truth is going to crush you, because it already has. It already has. That is the real hidden truth that you are hiding from yourself and that you are attempting to hide from others. And it's just not working. It's just not pushing you there. It's just not allowing that to happen. Okay? Now we're going to get into the shadow. The shadow is what we want to, our shadow self. Let's get into that shadow. Let's get into their shadow. Let's do that. Spirit, what is going on in their shadow? Since we have all this information about how this person is not for us, Spirit is just letting me know that the person that we're thinking about, the person that you're thinking about, the person that you have been questioning, contemplating, your body hasn't been feeling it, your mind hasn't been feeling it, it's about them. So Spirit, let's get some shadow about them. What's going... Which is funny, because... Okay, so the last card on this deck, before I put it up, is... I hope that you can forgive me one day. And the first card that came out is I forgive you. So again, it's that sense of feeling like you did something wrong by choosing yourself, by wanting yourself. And they're like, I forgive you. Like I said, it's going to happen anyway. But what else is going on with it? What else is going on with their shadow self? What's happening with them with this relationship? What's going on with the shadow spirit? They been gone. What else, spirit? What else we got? Yes, it is too late. Like I said, this person, it is no longer working. And maybe it's them that listen to their body language. Maybe it's them that dive a little bit closer in. But again, it's you trying to love somebody so unconditionally. You trying to push your perception and things on them, and it's just, it hasn't been working, and it's not working. So they forgive you for trying to force, because sometimes we do it to ourselves. I've been in that situation a few times where I'm just like, but this is the love that I have. So you're going to take it and you're going to change because of the fucking love that I have and the love that I'm giving. What are you talking about? But that's not how the fuck things work. You can't love somebody into loving you. I love it because one of the things that always happen with like genies or people that grant wishes is I cannot make somebody love you. You can't. You can make somebody love you back. You can't make somebody love you the way that you want to be loved. People that truly want to give their love in a way that is beautiful and profound and intimately filled to another is going to listen. It's going to change in a way that isn't hindering them and that isn't hindering you. And it's going to allow that. But you wish that you had treated somebody better. For what? Okay? What else is going on in their spiritual selves? What can we look out for this weekend? What are they thinking? What are they feeling in spirit? Yeah, this is a situation that was very short term, that didn't last long. And it shouldn't have. It's not gonna last long. It was a short-term connection, and for some, you guys are still around those people, still trying to hold on to those people. But this is a short-term connection that again has overstayed its welcome. Nope, I felt it. All right. Anything else, Spirit, for their shadow? What's going on? Okay. So we got, I can still see you standing there. And it doesn't have to be actually physical. Again, the shadow is themselves. It's what they're thinking, it's what they're feeling, it's their isms, things of that sort. But it's a realization of they can still see you standing there because you are still trying to give your love. You're still trying to pull this connection. You're still trying to pop up in their dreams. You're still trying to, they can still see you standing there. Like, bitch, you know I can see you? That's what it's giving. It's, I can still see you. You know I can still see you, right? You know I can see what you're doing, right? So it's a matter of that sense. And it's a matter of them being, recognizing that I didn't know how to let you go. It doesn't say I didn't, but that's the spirit has let me know I didn't know how to let you go. But also they're thankful that you left them. Like I said, it's a realization of I forgive you. It's too late for the love that we tried to have. And again, it's not saying that everything is necessarily on you at all, because that's not how relationships work. Not everything can be on one person. We're not going to get into that. We're talking about this. Okay? And it's a matter of them, I understand you better now. It's a realization of taking a step back and recognizing, okay, we weren't good for each other. We were not good for each other. And we are more alike than I like to admit, because they didn't want to let you go. You don't want to let them go. They're still seeing you. You still want to share your news with them. It's this connection of, because we did this together, because we have this together, because we have this connection together. You're trying to wait on a sign from them, but the truth crushed you. And they are recognizing that they're happy that you let them go. But they still think about you because you're more alike in the sense of I was trying to push it on you and you were trying to push it on me. But you decided to leave because you were becoming a better person. But that is also allowing me to become a better person. That is also allowing me to have a sense and a feel of myself. Is that cold air blowing right now? Oh my fucking God. Not like that. This relationship is toxic as fuck. Okay? This thinking about each other, this thinking about each other thing, it gotta go. 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 And it's the reason why it says, I wish you can come back even though I don't trust you. And you know, we do that a lot to ourselves. We feel like because it's this certain connection, because it's this person, because it's this experience that we had together, that this is how it should work out. Because I shared this with you, because we did no, you don't even trust the person. And it's not in a sense of I don't trust you. And again, being safe to fall is a matter of trusting in yourself. It's I forgive you, but I don't trust you. I wish you can come back, but it's too late. I still see you standing there, but I also don't know how to let go of myself. I thank you for leaving me, because we're more alike than I like to admit, but I understand you better now. So again, this connection needs to happen. I wish I could share my good news with you, but I don't react when people mention your name. I love you unconditionally. I'm so very much attracted to you, and I hope that you can forgive me one day for trying to love you so unconditionally, for me trying to push my attraction on you and to me, and realizing it's not working. I'm becoming a better person, and I wish I had treated you better. But I'm just grateful for the spirit you left me, because I left when I saw you with someone. It was this realization that I wasn't for you, and that's why it was like I wait for a sign, but the truth crushed you. So in all else, either let this person go physically, currently now, or let this person go mentally and spiritually and emotionally. Because it is weighing on you to the point where you're trying to love this person back. And it's not going to work. And they don't trust you. Because of that, I feel like forced love is a sense of manipulation. It's a sense of trickery. It's a sense of like, oh, remember this and this. Like I said, I've been there myself. I've done it, and I've had people do it to me. It is not a great experience overall, and it does lead to distrust, because it's just like, you don't trust me to make wrong decisions for myself, but you trust me enough to still be with you. Would you trust that decision? We have choices. We have options. We have things that we can do. We need to be more grounded. We need to be more centered. We need to be more focused. This may be stormy. This may be choppy. It may be a lot of things happening, but there is a message coming into us. And for them, they are thankful that you left. Because in all honesty, I'm hearing that they probably wouldn't have left you either. But it was a realization that there was someone better out there for them. And you wish you had treated them better, but in all honesty, they just needed somebody different. Because if they're better for them is not you, then that means you would have to change yourself, and that's not you being better for you. Okay? So recognize that this didn't happen, and it's not going to happen for a reason. That short term is not going to happen. That possibility, it's not. Share your good news with people that are around. That's also why you want to be grateful. Who do you currently have? Who is there? Who is with you? Being grateful for that lesson. Take a recognition and realization of what is going on for you in so many attributes and in so many ways. That is great. That is wonderful. That is necessary. You need to be seen. Tap into your big, thick energy. And if you always want to be seen by this one person, you're going to be limited. Limiting your view, limiting your time, limiting your energy, limiting everything. And stifling yourself. Okay? Spirit, let us get some good news, some good messages. Some words of encouragement, shall we say. Some advice. I hate the way that just shuffled. That was not nice. We're going to shuffle it one more time because it did not shuffle at all. That's it. All right. Spirit, what are some words of encouragement, some advice for this weekend? What are some words of encouragement? This card keeps popping up when I see it. All in your head. Again, we are all in our head. This is why we want to journal. This is why we want to meditate. This is why we want to get those things out. Okay? So we want to write. We want to speak. We want to draw. We want to shout. We want to scream. We want to dance, release. Get that shit out of your head. Okay? Get the thought that your love is unconditional for everyone. It isn't. Get that thought out of your head that you could have treated them better when that was just different from yourself. Get that out of your head that they're coming back. And if they do come back, make sure that it's for a good reason. Okay? But in any way, it's all in your head. Release that fear, release that confusion, and release that doubt. It is not working. It is not here. We need to get that out of our head, which is allowing us to be more focused on the people that are here, focus on the love that is present, focus on the love that we want to see and feel in the future, and recognize that that person wasn't even doing that for us. We're so worried about if they'll forgive us. You need to recognize, am I going to forgive them? You know? Or am I even going to forgive myself? Spirit. Too many cards. Spirit. What do you have for advice, words of encouragement for this weekend? It's just so, when I get confused and I'm doing readings, I know that I'm pulling from a sense of other people being confused in their lives. They're not being focused. They're not having drive. And I have to be like, It's a matter of recognizing that's the energy that I'm pulling for this weekend for everybody. It's confusion. That's why we want to write it out. So we want to get it out of our head because we don't want that. We want a clear focus and a clear drive of what's going on. Sneaky little bitches. They will be coming out. What did I say? You'll be getting a message. Like I said, whether you have ended this connection and finding out the truth and that information and then being with someone else and what they do and what they don't do and how it's acting, and you don't want to react to their name, and but you still want to tell them good news and be around them, but they're just glad that you left. They still think about you and want you to come back because your love was unconditional. Unconditional love is so powerful. Love is powerful, and love is so potent, and love is an energy source. So they want you to come back, but it may not, again, be for the reason that you think it is. So again, you want to get out of your head and recognize everything that is for the truth, that is for realization of, this person is not for me, Matt Kurtz, I'm sorry. This person is not for me. This person is not working with me. I'm blossoming. I'm growing. I'm becoming a better person. I'm realizing that it is safe to fall and trust in myself. Okay? And I need to realize that there are people around that are sneaky little bitches. So recognize that and take that in. We have, you're treating your animals like shit because you lack self-control and self-worth. Okay? This is a realization that because you feel like you couldn't control the situation, you couldn't control what's going on, this has become a love reading. But this, again, is about family, friends, and relationships that are non-platonic. I'll say that right. But that also has to do with your animals and stuff. So if you got animals, stop treating them like shit because you lack control, because you don't have self-worth. Because things didn't work out as you expected, because things didn't work out as you planned. When you're agitated, irritated, nitpicky, just why do you have an animal then? This is somebody that is literally solely dependent on you. And this is why you have to realize that your love has come with conditions, because when you're trying to give it out so much, you start realizing that it's because you lack control. It's because you lack self-worth. You don't feel like you are worthy of the things. So then when they do something or you feel something, you act it out on them. You're treating them like shit. And if you don't have animals, you're treating the people in your life like shit based off of this situation. Okay? All right. Anything else, Spirit? Any other advice? Any other advice? Any other? That's right. I'm not saying that right. Any other words of encouragement or advice or anything else of that sort that we should look out for this weekend? I feel like, yeah, I felt it. Quit your job. No more earthly restrictions. Like I said, this can also be with your career. It's not working out for you. It's not working out for me. No more earthly restrictions in that sense. Quit your job. Maybe it's that coworker. Maybe it's that boss. If it's that situation, quit your fucking job. Quit it. I'll be the first to support you in quitting. Quit that shit. It ain't for you. Quit it. You need a break. You need some time. You need to relax. You need to be grounded more. Allow that. Time to stop playing yourself. You aren't fooling anyone. Again, step into that power. Step into that big thing energy. Step into grounding yourself. Stepping into loving yourself unconditionally and putting conditions on others. Because the more boundaries that you have set up, the more understanding that you have of why you want to be loved and how you want to be loved and what's going on and what you want to experience, the more that people are going to start either tightening up shit or they're going to drop like flies. Okay, and people say drop like flies, but flies are fucking hard to kill if you're not the good at it. Okay, but any honey way, stop treating people like shit. Stop treating your animals like shit because you feel like you lack control over other people's lives and self-worth within yourself. Realize that there are sneaky people out there that are using your energy for you. That's why they're thinking about you. That's why they don't trust you, but they still want you around. What kind of sense and prophesize does that make? So stop allowing that. Get it out of your head so that messages can come in. About not only who they are, but where to move and how to operate and how to heal yourself, how to move forward through this situation, through the storm, okay? Any final words, Spirit? Any final words? Patience and understanding go hand to hand. Time to forgive and move forward. Again, sometimes it's just a matter of forgiving yourself. Like I said, you always so worried about, I hope that they forgive me. I wonder if you're going to forgive them. Wonder if you're going to forgive yourself. Patience and understanding go hand in hand. Have patience with yourself. Have grace with yourself. Write it down. Understand that this is the logic to my feeling and what's going on in the true reality of the sense. And that way you get a better understanding of where to move, how to go, and how to react. Because you have patience with yourself in order to actually dive into the situation, understand it from a perspective that is not so emotionally bound. Okay? Time to forgive and move forward. You are blossoming, you are growing, you are becoming a better person, and that is in all open and all honesty of the situation. Okay? Time to travel. Take a break. Time to relocate. Time to vacate. Time for an experience. It is time for things to shake, things to move. And again, you are so emotionally bound, so emotionally restricted. All of these things, it's a matter of realizing that it's all up to you. It's always innately and distinctly up to you. Not close to being done, more work to be done, okay? That again, journaling, writing it out, shouting it, dancing, video, voice note, getting it out of your head, having that grace, having the patience. You are still healing with this blossoming, with this growth. What is happening, what is going on. Okay? Last one is speak to me nice. Okay? Start talking with your ancestors in your native tongue. Again, that meditation is an inner communication with self, but also allows silence for other messages to come in. Praying or just communicating with your ancestors about what you need, what's going on in your life, things of that sort. Speak to you nice. That also is going to help you to stop treating your animals like shit. Stop talking to them like that. Stop treating them like that. Would you want to be talked to like that? Would you want to be treated like that? If somebody talked to you and treated you that way, would you like it? No, because somebody did talk to you and treat you that way. But you thought that you could fix that shit with unconditional love. And guess who has unconditional love? Animals. Oh my gosh. Full circle moment. There we go. All right. So that is a reading. Recognize who is there for you and who is not. Let go of the people that have been left because they were using and siphoning your power and your energy without you even realizing it. Because sometimes that does happen because you're so trying to love everybody and project on everybody and feel like that's the way to be. And that isn't. The only person that you should love unconditionally is yourself and animals and the earth. But you get what the fuck I'm saying. Let's not play these games. Let's not play these games. So stop trying to force somebody to be something that you feel like they will be in the future. What are they now? Because where are you now? Is it working? No. Okay. Easier said than done.